Hello and welcome to the Enroll in Benefits through Employee Self-Service instructional video. This video will demonstrate how to navigate to and complete the benefit enrollment process in Bronco Hub. For questions about benefit eligibility, changing your enrollment, or updating benefits due to a qualifying life event, reach out to the benefits team at benefits@boisestate.edu or call 208-426-4429. This video demonstrates the process of a person updating benefits to the most commonly selected medical and dental plans during open enrollment. This video will not cover all of the different benefit plan combinations and business rules. The benefits team strongly recommends that you consult the open enrollment site and review and complete the benefits checklist prior to enrolling or updating benefits in Bronco Hub. The benefits checklist, benefit enrollment job aid, and the HR support request form are linked in the video description. Access the benefits module. Sign into Bronco Hub from myboisestate.edu. Access Me from the top navigation section of Bronco Hub. Select the Benefits tile within the Me section. Select Enroll Now. From the enrollment page, you can determine how you want to enroll from the Choose How You Want to Enroll section. Select the Choose How You Want to Enroll section to expand it. Select Discovery to review and select from all available benefits. If you only need to review your current enrollment or make a simple change, select Express. The Verify People You'd Like to Cover section will expand so that you can view, add, and update your dependents, which are referred to in Bronco Hub as contacts. Add dependents. You must add dependents as contacts in the Verify People You'd Like to Cover section in order to enroll them in benefits. Add a dependent by selecting the plus icon in the My Contacts section. An important note, your dependents must have a last name, first name, gender, date of birth, and relationship in order to start coverage. All dependents besides newborns must have a national ID or Social Security number entered. If dependents are missing any required fields, their coverage may be delayed. Enter the last name, first name, gender, and date of birth for your dependent. Select the type of relationship in the Relationship field. Next, enter the relationship start date. If you are a new hire adding a contact, you will enter your hire date as the relationship start date. If you are adding a newborn as part of a qualifying life event, list the child's date of birth as the relationship start date. Similarly, a marriage qualifying life event should list the marriage date as the relationship start date. Enter the relationship start date. Select the National Identifiers dropdown and begin typing to locate and select the U.S. United States option. Select the National ID type field and select the option for Social Security number. Enter the 9-digit Social Security number for your contact in the National ID field. Do not add dashes. Note, National ID is not needed for newborns. If your contact is covered in another plan, select the Covered in Another Plan toggle and enter the name of the plan in the plan text box. Once you have completed all required fields, select Submit. To add additional contacts, repeat this step beginning with selecting the plus sign until all dependents have been added. If you already have contacts listed on the screen, it is still important to update their records before proceeding with benefit enrollment. Update existing contact records by selecting the contact's name. Check the record to ensure that the required information has been added and is correct. To update any of these sections, select the pencil icon in the corresponding section. Make necessary edits. and select Save. Then select Cancel. Once all of your contacts have been added and/or updated, select Continue. The Enroll in Benefits That Matter to You section will automatically expand. Select the option to edit. Employee Self-Service Benefits is organized as a series of pages featuring options under each benefit category, for example, medical, vision, dental, etc. These pages are referred to in Bronco Hub as train stops. The first train stop is Medical Vision. Train Stop 1, select a medical plan. Every combination of medical plans, tax designations, pre-tax and after-tax, and coverage options are displayed as choices. Select the Plan drop-down box to filter plans to your preferred medical plan and tax designation combination, such as PPO Plan Medical Vision, pre-tax. Once you've selected your preferred plan and tax preference combination from the Plan drop-down menu, you will see all the coverage options available for you and your dependents. Note, if you want to enroll in a health savings account, you must select the high deductible health plan with HSA as your medical plan. It's important that you make note of whether your selection is pre-tax or after-tax, as you will need to choose a dental plan with the same tax designation. Locate the plan with your desired coverage level. Select Enroll. If you are covering one or more dependents with your selected medical plan, select the checkbox next to the name of each dependent you are covering, or choose Select All to add coverage for all dependents. Select Show Coverage and Rates in blue to see the breakdown of premium paid by you, the employee, and by the employer. Select Save. Returning to the Medical Vision page, the premium amount per paycheck for your selected plan will appear in the Total Cost per Pay Period field in blue font. The total cost of your benefits per pay period is shown to the right in black font. Medical premiums are pulled on the first and second paychecks of each month. Months with a third paycheck do not draw premiums on the third paycheck. Select Continue. Train Stop 2, select a dental plan. The second train stop allows you to select your preferred dental plan, coverage level, and tax designation. The tax designation for your dental plan must match the tax designation for your medical plan. In this example, since a pre-tax medical plan was selected on the last train stop, the dental pre-tax option should be selected on this train stop. Locate the plan with your desired coverage level and select Enroll. If you are covering one or more dependents with your selected dental plan, select the checkbox next to the name for each dependent you are covering, or choose Select All to add coverage for all dependents. Select Show Coverage and Rates in blue to see the breakdown of the premium paid by you, the employee, and by the employer. Select Save. Returning to the dental page, the premium amount per paycheck for your selected dental plan will appear in the Total Cost per Pay Period field in blue font. The total cost of all of your selected benefits per pay period is shown to the right in black font. Select Continue to proceed to the next train stop. Train Stop 3. Select a Health Savings Account, optional. The third train stop displays health savings account coverage options for employee and employer contribution levels. Only employees who choose the high deductible health plan can select a health savings account. If you have selected the high deductible health plan in Train Stop 1 and would like to enroll in the health savings account, select an Enroll option from the top row, Employer Contributions, and from the bottom row, Employee Contributions. Once you select an employee contribution option from the bottom row, the contribution field will display. Enter the dollar amount that you would like to contribute per pay period in the contribution field. The annually field will display your annual contribution based on the per pay period amount you entered, multiplied by 26, or 26 pay periods per year. Select Save. If you did not select a high-deductible health plan in Train Stop 1, select the option to waive coverage for both employer and employee. After you have made your selections for employee and employer HSA coverage, select Continue to proceed to the next train stop. Train Stop 4, select Flexible Spending Accounts, optional. This train stop displays 3 flexible spending accounts, or FSAs: the Health Flexible Spending Account, the Limited Purpose Health Flexible Spending Account, and the Dependent Care Flexible Spending Account. The Limited Purpose Health FSA option is only available for those who select a high-deductible health plan with or without a health savings account. Employees who have selected the PPO medical plan, the traditional medical plan, or who have waived medical benefits are not eligible for the limited purpose FSA. The Dependent Care Flexible Spending Account is available to all employees who have daycare or dependent care expenses. If you are not participating in the Dependent Care Flexible Spending Account, select Waive Coverage. The Health Flexible Spending Account option is available for employees who have selected the PPO medical or traditional medical plans, as well as employees who have waived their medical coverage. To opt into an FSA, select Enroll and enter the dollar amount you would like to contribute per pay period in the contribution field. Remember that there are 26 pay periods per year, so the annually field will display your annual contribution based on the per pay period amount you entered, multiplied by 26. If you are not enrolling during open enrollment, your actual annual contribution amount will be your per pay period contribution multiplied by the number of remaining pay periods in the fiscal year. Consult the job aid titled Enroll in Benefits through Employee Self-Service to locate the remaining pay periods for the fiscal year. Consult the Benefits Checklist and Enrollment Guide to learn about the eligibility and maximum annual amounts for each FSA. Select a Health Flexible Spending Account, or select the option to waive. Select a Dependent Care Flexible Spending Account, or select the option to waive. You do not need to select anything in order to waive coverage for the Limited Purpose Health FSA. Select Continue once you've made your selections. Review and submit elections. Before submitting elections, review them to make sure that all the dependents needing coverage are listed in the medical and dental plans. Check to make sure that both the medical and dental plan selections have the same tax designation. If you need to update any of your plan enrollments, select the pencil icon or revisit the relevant section using the navigation menu on the right to edit. Once you have confirmed your enrollment, select Submit. A confirmation message will display on the screen stating Enrollment Submitted. Returning to the Enrollment Summary page, the Show Benefits field defaults to Current Enrollment. To see future enrollments, choose As of Date from the Show Benefits dropdown, then select a future date using the Calendar field. Select View All Enrollments to review your benefits and to validate that your enrollment has been successfully submitted. Select the Print All Benefits button to open the benefits confirmation and summary document. Select the Download or Print icon in the top right corner to save a copy of the document for your records. The benefits team strongly encourages you to save a copy of your enrollments for your records, and if an issue occurs with your enrollment in BroncoHub, and it is not caught during your enrollment window, this document will be requested by the benefits team. What happens next? The benefits team will review your plan selections for accuracy prior to completing your enrollment. They may reach out to you to correct your benefit elections if they find issues. If you encounter system issues while updating your benefits, enter an HR support request ticket and select Benefit Enrollment from the Issue drop-down field in the form. If you have questions about your benefits or the enrollment process, please contact the benefits team at benefits@boisestate.edu or call 208-426-4429.